I have to mention, I am not good at intros. Like, at all. Intros are just not my thing. I just don't know how to start. So I'm just gonna talk and hopefully get something out of it. Hello, and welcome to Bethany. So this video is essentially just me blabbing about life and things because I have realized I have not put out as much content as I would like this year. It's already July, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm wanting to make more videos, and it's already July and I've only put out 2 videos this year. So here I am doing a laid back, not just a laid back video. I have not thought of what I'm wanting to say. I have no script. I'm just gonna say what's on the top of my mind. And you guys get to see the real inside of how my brain works all day, every day. So this will be a fun video. Enjoy the nice, comfy, cozy vibe of my chaoticness. The KK. It's not even K's. It's C's. See, we've already tapped into the energy that I'm wanting to build in this space today. Our best content I have ever made is review content. Review react content. So we are going to drink an energy drink. I have never tried this Alani energy drink, and I have a sherbet swirl, which I love sherbet. So we'll see how I actually like this. Hold on, we gotta get some ASMR up in here since I got new nails. So it's got, I don't, you can't really see that well, but it's got strawberries and flowers on it. Let's watch me open a can with my new nails. Okay. Actually, this part might not have to. Oh, well, actually. Okay. And now for the ultimate ASMR. Oh my gosh. That is so good. So good. It truly is like I'm drinking sherbet out of the I feel like whenever I get sherbet, it's always in a huge container. Holy mackerel, that's really good. That's really good. Honestly, I would take these over sherbet any day. Not gonna lie. Yeah. So let's get into it. One of my favorite TikTok sounds is the "Hey, get out of my sandwich." Now, I also really like I've been liking a lot of One Direction TikToks, but my favorite sound from a One Direction member is the one Niall Horan sound. He's like, "You're in the dark. I'll tell you what, Sherlock Holmes, you are unbelievable." Does anyone want to hear me sing "No One Mourns the Wicked" before we go? No one mourns the wicked. Wait. Wicked! Guys, I was literally doing it before I started filming. It's an energy drink. Trust. Wicked! There we go. Killed it. Also, I put on socks just in case if I want to lift my feet up, but I don't want no one seeing my dogs because people are creepy like that. And I will not let my feet be on the internet because some people are scallywags and well, it'd be terrible. Fun fact about me is if there is a movie or a show that I truly, truly, truly love and it's on like a streaming service that would keep taking it on and off, or it's just on a streaming service in general. I get it on DVD, so then I can have like a hard copy of it. So like if it were to end up like not being on a streaming service anymore, I still have a copy so I can watch it. For example, Prince of Egypt. Love that movie to bits. I am telling you, that movie is a masterpiece of a movie. And that was probably one of the first movies where I got it intentionally for the purpose of wanting to have it for a very long time. I feel like all the other DVDs I've gotten, I'm just kind of like, ooh, ah. Oh, Parks and Rec is another show that I really love that I got on DVD. Because I feel like I have to pay to watch it when I could just watch it whenever I want to on DVD. Don't you love it when you smell a smell and it takes you back to a time when you liked a guy? And so you get brought back to those memories? So I have 2 perfumes. One of them I used a lot during last fall. One of them I use now, which I like the scent better. But I, for some reason, couldn't use my perfume that I use now recently. Or, like, I couldn't find it this morning for some reason for church stuff. And so I used my one that I used in the fall a lot. And I put it on and I was like, oh, this is what I smelled like when I tried to look good for a guy. Got it. Okay. Never wearing this perfume again. To be fair, we don't like this guy anymore. He, nope. Somewhere in my youth or childhood, I must have done something good. And they were like, hey, stop. And I was like, okay. Okay. Yeah, baby. I love doing accents so freaking much. Like, you can ask me to do an accent, I will do it. Can I do it well? I don't know. So, I feel like my top 2, I already almost slipped into one. My top 2 are British and Australian. Sometimes I like to do Irish. Sometimes. But, yeah, so I feel like my British accent is not that good. Like, there's some things that I could do with it that could make it that could make it better. That was Australian right there. See, like, I feel like I go from British and then go like slightly into Australian because I feel like Australia is like slightly more nasally than British people. So, plus I watch a lot of How Ridiculous, and they're like so insane, and so I watch a lot of How Ridiculous, and they, are Australian, so that's just insane. Guys, my nephew was growing up with the Wiggles and Bluey. What if he turns Australian? I'd be like, lucky. I wish I could have an accent. Then I wouldn't sound like this. Ah! And then you heard my Irish earlier when I was trying to do my Niall Horan impression, but I don't think I can do anything more than like, potato! Now I'm just gonna think of One Direction memes. That's happening! Okay, my favorite one is when they're in the stairwell, or one of my favorite ones is when they're sitting in the stairwell, in their X Factor days. And Louis just goes, I like a girl who eats carrots. Louis that says, will you marry me? And then Harry says, simple but effective. Like, I don't know, the way that Harry says that is so funny. I don't know, just Louis in the X Factor days, so funny. No, Jimmy protested. Raise your yeah. Raise your right finger. Your pinky. Again, we're keeping it clean here. Okay, I just remembered that when I read books as a kid, I did read girly books, but I loved reading to every woman kid. Mostly because I watched the movies and I was like, Roderick, Okay. Um, and so I got the Diary of a Wimpy Kid, like, write your own answers, and I think I still have it. So I want to see if I can find it. Oh, look at that right there. I was thinking that it was going to be hidden behind a bunch of stuff, or hidden behind a bunch of the in cuz on my bookshelf there's like two rows, so then all the books can fit, and so I was thinking that this was in the second row, but it's not. It was in the first row and I grabbed it right away. All right, I'm going to flip to a random page, and that page is empty. Okay. I will say one thing that's funny though. I had someone tell me one time that my middle name sounded like when Forrest Gump says Jenny. Jenny. I told someone that, and they laughed so hard. I thought it was funny how hard they were laughing. I think so. There's this list of your favorites and your least favorites. I think this list I curated with my sister. So maybe not all the answers are like my pure answers, but I'll say what I put down, and then I'll say what my answer is now to get to know me. Okay. So my favorite TV show, Parks and Rec. Very fitting. I will say Parks and Rec is definitely one of my favorites now. I will say I really do like Boy Meets World. That is one that I have watched or rewatched at least like 8 times. And I got to see 3 of the main actors in real life. So that was awesome. I wish I would have gotten to meet them, but oh well. So my least favorite TV show, Bubble Guppies. Sure, since I've never watched it, I'll just keep that answer. So favorite band, Queen. That's not necessarily true. I mean, like at that time, I think it was, but now I think it's, it's like a mix between Big Time Rush, Jonas Brothers, and One Direction. Notice how none of those bands are Christian. Well, technically Jonas Brother. Never mind, we're not going to get into that. Band, One Direction. I don't even know what to say. I am so disappointed in myself. I'm just going to blame that answer on my sister, because how dare that answer is in there. Okay, my least favorite band. You want to know my least favorite band? I don't know, like any band that does heavy metal. I don't know. My favorite shoe, Fila. I have never worn Fila shoes. My favorite, or my least favorite shoe brand, Twinkle Toes. Okay. Athlete, me. If you know me, I am not an athlete. I will never be an athlete. That is a terrible answer. My least favorite athlete, Dance Moms. Sure. Yeah, game system. Wii. I do. You know what? Even though I have a Switch and Xbox on my house, I will say the Wii is still my favorite system. I just have a lot of nostalgia memories with that. Least favorite game system, Weird Bobby Head Game. What does that even mean? My least favorite celebrity, Katy Perry. Sure. Let's just keep it. She was literally, I mean, she's an astronaut now, so I guess that's kind of cool. My least favorite car now? You all know it, Tesla trucks. I actually saw one today, and I almost died. True story. My dad was there. Alright. What's the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to someone who wasn't you? Fergie's? I put Fergie's national anthem. I want to see if I could do an impression. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight night's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, all the ramparts we won, we're so together dreaming, and the rockets are that. Oh wait, am I even trying to do an impression of her anymore? Unpopular opinion or hot take: Mr. Peabody and Sherman is like the true masterpiece. It is such a good movie. I feel like it is so underrated. I was actually talking with my sister the other day about that movie, and she's like, I feel like you watch that a lot. And I was like, yeah, because it's good. And I was like, you know that one meme of Beethoven when he's on, like, the Dance Dance Revolution, or whatever that game is? And she goes, yeah. And I was like, it's from that movie. She goes, oh, I didn't know that. Like, I guess I didn't. I was kind of curious on what the context of that was. And I'm like, yeah, watch the freaking movie, because it's good. It's good. I drew a picture of Hitler yesterday, and it looked like one of the things from the Pooh games. Like, when I was a kid, there was a game called Pooh, but it wasn't an actual Pooh. It looked like a rock thing. And yesterday I did a drawing of, like, that rock thing, but it looked like Hitler. It was kind of funny. Thank you guys for watching my craziness today. I hope you like it. It's just one of those days.